Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Escape from Monkey Island. We've made it to the Scumm Bar, everybody's favourite place. I love the Scumm Bar and I think it's really good in this one as well. The soundtrack in here is really good. There is a creepy thing up there. I want to look at it.
That's the skull of Hermie, the giant sea pig of Melee Island. His ribs tasted like pork, his shanks like salmon, and his giblets like yams.
Wow, that is quite the story.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty.
Guybrush being rather philosophical there.
The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that.
Okay, we can't take it. There's a couple of guys playing darts here. Let's have a look at these guys. There's a short guy and a tall guy.
Ahoy, mateys! Excuse me.
Buzz up, buzzard breath. Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
It's not very nice. Yeah, busy making holes in the walls. Well, aren't you two friendly?
Well, aren't you two friendly?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Okay. Why are so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Sure.
We never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. You hit it.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do that in a bit.
Never mind. I believe you.
You better.
We will do that in a bit. Would you strapping young specimens like to join my crew?
Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Pros Championship.
Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Nose me, cracker brain.
Alright, well, who's winning?
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Fine. I'm a dart throwing maniac.
I'm a dart throwing maniac.
Really?
Yeah.
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
We all know what the rhymed name is for that. If you don't, well, there we go. Well, I guess I'll be shoving off for now.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
They're not very nice, are they, these people? Let's look at this sword.
That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm not the one true king.
Very good. Alright, well, there's a bartender over here, so, talk to gregarious yet horribly scarred bartender. Let's look at him.
That's the bartender.
Okay, that's what he's going to say. And there's a painting here.
The human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time.
Okay, right. What else we got here? Let's talk to this guy.
Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow.
Do you know anything more about this guy?
Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
Yeah, I bet you would. How'd you like to join a crew?
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind?
No.
Oh.
Yes, I can't go. Damn.
It's a shame. You got any snacks?
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumm Bar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumm Bar policy.
Fine. Grog me.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
ID? I don't gotta show you no stinking ID. When did Groggeries check for ID? I left it in my other pants.
Since when did groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
Okay, fine. I've got troubles.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
Government's trying to blow up my house.
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me.
Exactly. I haven't got a crew.
I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
Yeah, maybe. I need a ship, though.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Melee Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
No, no, no. The
Oh.
whole place is run by the harbour mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it.
Okay, fine. On second thought.
On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
Thanks. Alright, well, I've got to go.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog, do that.
Very good. Paused. How do we open our inventory? I've actually forgotten. We'll have to try and figure that out. But we don't have any ID anyway. Let's go up here. So, here's the guy who has the pretzels. So let's... whoa, look at this fish.
This fish has seen better days.
It's pretty cool.
It says, happy
Oh,
birthday.
it's his birthday. That's nice. Okay. Oh, there's the pretzels.
Kudu jerky pretzels.
Let's try and take those.
Hi.
I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels.
No, so we have to find another way to get those. Can we talk to him?
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
What's the word on the street?
What's the word on the street?
Got any more juicy nuggets of info?
Got any more juicy nuggets of info?
How would you like to join my crew?
How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission?
We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure.
We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no then.
Alright, well, what's that you're drinking?
What's that you're drinking?
Alright, that's what I thought. Do you mind if I have some of your pretzels?
Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels?
Fine. You look like a busy man.
You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
Alright, fine. Well, we'll leave him to that. Can we go through here?
Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door.
Hey, stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin.
Why do
Alright.
people ever want me to go into the kitchen?
It's true. They don't, do they? Firewood.
Someone's gonna be upset when they see what their mask was used for. I'm not planning on starting any fires.
Oh, you never know.
Perfect for popcorn.
Crusty sailor. Let's talk to this guy.
Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese, Ignatius, cheese.
Alright, what big arms you have, Mr. Cheese?
What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with, Mr. Threepwood.
You thinking of insult sword fighting?
You're thinking of insult sword fighting, you dotty old fool.
You're out of touch, Mr. Marley. While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Right, okay, well, your name is I Cheese?
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I,
Cheese?
Okay. I'm sorry, but I can't get over the absurdity of your name.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood,
I'll have you know that
Touche.
the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
so does mine.
Okay, fine. How would you like to join my crew?
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I mean, bloodthirsty brigands, sunken treasure. I mean, we're probably just gonna go to talk to our wife's lawyers, to be honest.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye, The seas around Lucas Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Oh, come on. Have you lost your nerve?
Why not? Have you lost your nerve?
Now listen, Skippy, I've got more nerve than a three-legged cat at a dog show.
Well, then why can't you join my crew?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scumm Bar?
I, the one and only.
Okay, well, that's funny. I always thought the Scumm Bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
That's funny. I always thought the Scumm Bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
He was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult go fish.
That sounds like a humongous fib.
Yeah.
Believe what you like. In any event, I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
It'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry.
Alright, fine. Well, tell me more about the family Cheese.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
So you've heard of it.
Very good.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Yeah, we do.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute, nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family.
Hey, the cheese puns, honestly. Alright, is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship?
Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucas Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Sounds happy. Are you sure?
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucas Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, would you do it?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
Yeah.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Alright, here we go. Chair just appears from nowhere. Okay, so we've actually got tons of these already. I don't think we need to actually learn them all like we did in previous games.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I am rubber. You are glue.
This guy's meant to be like a champion, and he's just come out with that on the first one.
I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
He's rubbish! What the hell?
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned.
There we
Hey,
go.
look over there.
Yeah, it's a three-headed monkey. We know that one.
Yeah, I know. It's a three-headed monkey.
I don't remember him being this bad.
Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip. My stupefying strength will shatter your armor into a million pieces.
Alright, so something to do with pieces. Wait, have we... Oh, hang on, we got more up here. Okay, so... Let's see. Okay. To go through these. Guess they're eating... Why, you're studying to be a nurse? Maybe. That's why you're scratchy. Go see a vet. Too bad none of your arms. Suppose you can't. I actually can't remember.
Why? You studying to be a nurse?
Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
Okay, we know that.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten.
Alright,
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
oh, he's really bad at this. It's crazy.
Only once have I met such a coward.
I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking.
Wow, he is terrible.
I won.
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Yeah, so that is like nowhere near as difficult as previous games, is it?
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
But we will be doing some insult sword fighting later on, don't worry about that. Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucca Island?
Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucca Island?
Aye. It'll be a pleasure to sail with a refined wit such as yourself.
He seems like a nice guy, actually.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, guys, we will leave it there, and we will carry on in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kubidim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, John Com555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zoltees, and I'll see you next time.